Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Thursday. We got 10 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys want to become a member, you can also sign up in the link below, guys. Shout out to the new members we had yesterday in the live stream, Kizzy. We had NBA talk as well. Sign up. So yeah, go ahead and hop in there, guys. Once we get 100 subs, we will be doing member only live streams. You guys don't want to miss out on that. And yeah, we'll hop in here. 10 matchups, a little bit of a lighter slate today. Starting with the Kansas City Royals versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 230. The Royals plus 190 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.94. His last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 12 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 3.93. His last start, he pitched 2 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Kansas City coming off a 4-0 loss yesterday. They've lost the last 2 games against the Angels, and they haven't scored in the last 2 games, which is kind of crazy. Yankees on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Mets. But Kansas City just 1-7 against the Yankees, 1-5 on the road against the Yankees, where they do struggle. Yeah, I like the Yankees at home. Royals haven't scored in the last 2 games. Not in love with that. And they haven't been able to beat the Yankees, so I'm going to take New York at home. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 200. Pittsburgh plus 165 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.78. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 4.64. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Phillies coming off a 7-2 win against the Braves. Pitt on a 3-game losing streak. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They're just not playing well at all here. Philly 4-1 against Pitt, so they've been pretty good against Pitt. And yeah, I like Zach Wheeler on the mound here. Pittsburgh struggling. I'm gonna take the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 220. Detroit plus 180 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Tigers is Tyler Alexander with an ERA of 4.05. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 5.12. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Detroit coming off a 4-3 win against the Padres. Toronto, man, just totally blowing it yesterday, losing 6-1. They had a beautiful matchup and they blew it. Crazy how teams that have a great matchup and most of the majority on them, and they just do not show up. It's just really is insane that does happen. Yeah, no, that definitely does hurt. Detroit 1-4 against Toronto, where they have struggled. Toronto is 4-1 at home, 6-0 against the American League right now. I'm taking Toronto to bounce back. No hard feelings. I like Toronto, but put Detroit in a round robin at plus 180. I mean, yesterday, round robin, cash so easy, guys. These underdogs are hitting every day. Anything plus 150 or higher, throw them in a round robin. That's probably the best advice I can give you. But nonetheless, I still like Toronto at home, especially coming off a loss yesterday. I think they bounce back against this struggling Detroit team. So I'll take the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Boston Red Sox. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Boston minus 105 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for Cleveland is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.11. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, Gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Boston is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs and had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak, beating Boston 7-6, 8-3. Boston just 2-8 in their last 10. They really are struggling right now. 1-5 at home, 2-11 against the American League. Yeah, I'm just not in love with the Red Sox. Still no Rafael Devers, no Trevor Story, Kiki Hernandez. I mean, they're missing a lot of key players. And Cleveland coming into this literally very healthy. Only one person, one pitcher, and that's it. They're Cleveland coming into this very healthy. I like Tristan McKenzie on the mound. I'm taking Guardians on the road. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -210. The Rockies +175 with the over-under at 12. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 2.79. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Jose Urena with an ERA of 3.13. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. LA coming off a 7-1 win against Washington. Colorado coming off a 6-5, a nice walk-off win yesterday against the White Sox. Pretty good win for Colorado. LA 4-1 in their last 5 against Colorado. 5-1 on the road where they played very well. I love Tyler Anderson on the mound. Coming off back-to-back zero-run games. I like the Dodgers on the road. Throw the Rockies in a round robin at +175. You never know, but we'll take Dodgers on the road here. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -230. The Rangers +190 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rangers is Spencer Howard with an ERA of 7.11. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Shohei Ohtani with an ERA of 2.80. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 11 strikeouts. I mean, that was a horrible game on the mound for Ohtani. I do like him to bounce back, though. Rangers just 2-8 in their last 10 on a 3-game losing streak. LA on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back shutout wins against Kansas City. I like Ohtani on the mound. I think he definitely does a way better game on the mound than he did his last start. I'm going to take the Angels at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -135. Cubs +125 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.21. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Cubs on a 6-game winning streak right now, playing very well in the streak they're on. Giants on a 7-game losing streak right now, losing 3 matchups in a row to Arizona, which is very disappointing. Simply just can't trust the Giants here, and they've just, until they can get some wins under their belt, just no way I'm taking them. Just way too risky. Cubs underdog on a 6-game winning streak. Yeah, give me Cubs +1.5 on the road all day long. All right, next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -140. Seattle +120 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.76. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Jose Urquidy with an ERA of 3.93. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, Gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, Seattle on a 3-game winning streak. Looked very good in that Rangers series. They did play Houston just few games ago in a 3-game series, losing all 3 of those matchups. Didn't cover in any of those either. Houston coming into this on a 3-game losing streak. But Seattle right now 8-0 on the road. I know they didn't look good against Houston last time, but yeah, Houston really struggled against Oakland. Definitely let everybody down in that series. And I'm liking Seattle plus 1.5 on the road. I think they bounce back. I like Logan Gilbert on the mound. They did get swept in the last series, but I think they can definitely bounce back here. And Houston, very unreliable right now with their losing streak. So we'll take Seattle plus 1.5 on the road. And then these next 2 matchups, I can't find any lines on anywhere. So check the lines whenever they do come out. I'm sure someone in the comments will post the lines. But we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Baltimore Orioles. I do have the pitching info. Pitching for the Rays is Ryan Yarbrough with an ERA of 5.61. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.79. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Tampa Bay winning yesterday 6-4. Baltimore, and they were in the 9th. They had a chance to win it or cover and couldn't get it done. But yeah, both pitchers giving up a good bit of runs here, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Tampa's probably going to be favored again. I still like Baltimore plus 1.5 at home. I'm assuming they're going to be underdogs. We'll see what when the line comes out, but I'll take a shot with Baltimore plus 1.5 again. I mean, they didn't cover yesterday, but covered the last 2 games. I mean, they were so close to covering yesterday, so I'll take Baltimore plus 1.5. Yarbrough giving up a lot of runs. So yeah, I'm gonna leave with Baltimore. Then the last matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus Cincinnati Reds. The only info I can find on this matchup anywhere is that pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 4.70. Yeah, there's just no info on this game really. Miami losing 5-3 yesterday against the Reds. Yeah, Miami has not looked good in the Cincinnati series. Definitely struggling scoring. 1-9 on the road against the Reds. Reds, 8-2 at home, playing good at home, surprisingly. We'll see what the line is. I'm just not in love with this matchup. I mean, I haven't this whole series. Miami hasn't played that well, to be honest. And I just think I'm going to take the Reds at home here. Depending on who pitches for the Marlins. If either Sandy or one of their good pitchers pitch for the Marlins, I might pivot, but I'm just staying away from this game. Just no need. But if I had to, I'd probably lean with the Reds. They're playing good at home here. Looking very good in this series so far. I would lean with the Reds, but we'll wait and see until that line does come out. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.